10 Snowboarding Tips. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit HowExpert.com to learn more. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more HowExpert Top 10 videos in the future. Moving on, let's talk about the HowExpert Top 10 Snowboarding Tips. Number 10! Practice unstrapping and restrapping your bindings. You'll want to do this with gloves or mittens on over and over again until you get the hang of it. Unfortunately, we have to do this a lot on the mountain, so getting comfortable with your bindings will make your snowboarding experience much easier. Also, making sure to have bindings that fit your boot size properly is essential. If your boot fits snug in your binding, you'll find that riding will be overall easier and you'll feel more secure on your board. Number 9! Learn how to fall properly. When you learn how to snowboard, you're going to fall a lot. Professionals even fall. It's just a part of the sport. So knowing how to fall properly is essential when trying to avoid injury. When falling on your back, you should bend down, try to fall on your bottom, and somewhat roll onto your back. When falling from the front, bend your knees first, then use your forearms to catch yourself over your wrists. The biggest thing to avoid is putting your arms out and landing on your wrists. Many people often injure themselves falling on their wrists. Number 8! Always keep your head up and look where you're going. A lot of the time, you want to look down at your feet so that you can see what you're doing. However, this can create problems for your snowboarding in the long run. As you get better with your snowboarding, you'll be going down steeper slopes with more obstacles, and you'll need to be comfortable with your foot movements. Feeling the movements rather than looking at them will make you way more confident and comfortable on the snow. Number 7! Learn how to straight glide with only one foot strapped in. You're going to do this a lot when getting around the mountain, so it's an essential skill you need as a snowboarder. You give yourself a push as you would when skating, then put your other foot on the board, applying pressure to the other binding, and glide down a gentle slope. You will do this every time you get off the lift. Practicing on a small slope you can hike up is great preparation and practice for learning how to get off the lift. Number 6! Learn how to skate. This is when you're unstrapped in one foot and you use that foot to push yourself around in the flat areas of the snow, with that foot that's strapped in leading you. This is essential because as snowboarders, you have only one foot strapped in when you're in the lift line, on the lift, and as you get off it. There are two ways to skate: with your foot that's unstrapped in front of your board or behind the board. You simply use the unstrapped foot to push yourself by taking little steps. It seems a little clumsy at first, but you'll get more comfortable with more practice. Number 5! Always be riding an edge. This means to have the pressure of your foot more so on your heels or your toes. If you have your balance centered in the middle of your foot, this makes it a lot easier to do what's called catching an edge. When you catch an edge, this means you let loose from the pressure on your heel or toe, and the other edge of your board was able to catch the snow and causes you to fall. Honestly, catching an edge is not fun, and learning how to avoid doing it too early in snowboarding can be super helpful. While it is preventable, while you're learning, you'll most likely catch a few edges, but it's all part of the learning process. Number 4! Learn how to turn both toe side and heel side. More often than not, beginning snowboarders get more comfortable with one side than the other. While this is natural, you don't want to get too dependent on one type of turn, as you'll need both as you progress further. You'll want to start just by doing them individually in what is called a C-turn. This means you will only have one edge change. Edge change simply means going from having the pressure on your heel edge to your toe edge, or vice versa. After doing one edge change, you can connect turns into an S shape. This is called linking your turns, and you will get better at it with practice. Number 3! When learning how to turn, remember 3 key terms: balance, pressure, and rotation. Be balanced on your board, with weight distributed evenly between your feet. Apply pressure to your toes and your lead foot for toe side turns, and pressure in the heel of your lead foot for heel side. After you apply pressure, your board is going to naturally rotate and your body will follow. Number 2, learn how to stop. Even when you're just gliding around on the flats, getting going a bit too fast can be scary for beginners, and knowing how to stop gives you confidence all around the mountain. When learning how to stop, very similar to when learning how to turn, you're going to first have balance, then apply pressure in your heel or toe depending on which direction you want to stop. Once rotated, you will apply pressure on both your heels or toes until you come to a complete stop. It takes practice. Once you figure it out, it will only become more comfortable. Number 1, be patient with yourself. Snowboarding is a difficult sport to learn that can be frustrating at times, but you have to take those failures and grow from them. Snowboarding is a sport of falling and getting back up, retrying the same trick over and over, and learning from all the mistakes you will make along the way. This almost brings more excitement to the sport, as there is always something to learn and somewhere new to go. Have fun. Snowboarding is all about letting loose and having a good time. Once you get over the more frustrating aspect of snowboarding, you'll come to realize that it's an incredibly fun sport with more to learn every single time you go ride. You'll find that there are endless amounts of tricks and terrain to learn, as well as places to see and people to meet. If you liked our video, be sure to click like and subscribe for more HowExpert Top 10 videos for all topics from A to Z in the future. Also, let us know what other topics that you want us to do a HowExpert Top 10 video in the future in the comments below. Thank you, have an amazing day, and take care. HowExpert publishes quick how-to guides on all topics from A to Z by everyday experts. Visit HowExpert.com to learn more.